What is up, guys? Welcome back to Turf Wars with Chase and Josh. This is our third installment of the show. We're on Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. We're gonna do something a little different this time. The last two videos we made have been hour long, just podcasts, just talking away. This one's gonna be a shorter episode because we're gonna start something called weekly wagers. Um, this week we're gonna do, only thing we really got going on, which is a big thing, is the draft tomorrow night, or when we post this, it'll probably be tonight. Um, uh, we're since both of our teams are in the top four, we're pretty excited. So it's all we've been talking about for the last, 4 months, however long it's been. But we're gonna do something called weekly wager. And we're gonna try to make this every week. It'll probably be easier once the season starts and games are being played because we can bet on stats and prop bets and we'll keep track of how many times we've won and lost. But every week we're gonna try to do a weekly wager. And the wager this week is gonna be the top 10 in the draft and how accurate we can guess in the top 10. We're gonna Josh, do you want to explain, what the bet's gonna be?
Yeah, so the bet we're gonna go picks 1 through 10 with trades, and we're just gonna see who can predict the most correct times the player to the correct team.
Yeah.
But in the future, I think we're gonna see a lot of Chase Ebert, you know, doing a punishment or doing something.
Well, tell him the punishment this time.
All right, so the punishment this week, if Chase wins, I have to wear a Carolina Panthers hat on the next episode. And if I win, Chase Ebert has to wear a Indianapolis Colts
Yeah,
hat, which he is a secret fan of the Colts.
no shot. Just because my kid's name's Colton. No, but it'll either be next episode or whenever the hat gets to him or a hat gets to me. Uh, and we'll probably use that bet multiple times just because we'll just keep the hats. But we're I think we're gonna try to like maybe keep score. We haven't even talked about like the score of if we guess a trade accurately, or if we guess if the right team trades up, or you know what I mean.
I just like keeping it simple. Correct
So
player
just
to correct team.
correct player to correct team.
Right. And
That's
that
the
counts
only
as one
way.
one point.
1 point. We're not gonna
Right.
do any other points. Just correct player
No.
to correct team. Okay.
Yep. That's how
So
I
we'll
like it.
do we'll I guess we just jump right into it, man. Do you want to go
So that
first?
but hold on, let's clarify this. Does that mean so if I propose a trade where someone comes up to 8 and they pick, let's just say Bijan Robinson, if that team picks Bijan Robinson, but they trade to 9, is that a point or no?
What do you
Because it
think?
is player and team, but it's not.
If it's
It's
correct, we're
9. It
doing
wouldn't be
just
8.
player to team, no matter what pick it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
Now,
I like it.
only top 10. If Bijan gets picked 11th because of a trade
Right.
back, that ain't
Yeah.
counting. It's 10
I
pick
got you.
10, 1
Yep.
through 10. All right. You want
Correct
to go
player to
first, or
correct team.
you want to go first or me?
Uh, Either way, what do you want to do?
I'll go first. I'll go
All
first.
right.
All right. I'm gonna share my screen. All righty. So you see it?
Yep.
Okay. So well, we're gonna try to break down every pick. I'm gonna go obviously Bryce Young, number one. He's the favorite, which is it's who I want as well. So let's just hope they don't screw this up tomorrow night because that Will Levis rumors are kind of
You're
annoying to be
scared.
honest.
You're scared to death.
He's a Colt anyways, but Levis
Okay.
is going to the Colts. So all right, so I'm
Okay.
going Bryce Young number one, obvious reasons. Number two, all this talk, man. They keep saying defensive player. They don't want Stroud. They like Levis. I'm sticking to what has been the narrative for the longest time because all of this stuff changes last minute every year. I'm gonna stick with Stroud at 2. I think he's the second
Okay.
best quarterback, arguably the best quarterback, and the Texans need a quarterback, and it just makes too much sense for them to go there. The Number three, Cardinals. Oof, this is when it gets into that phone is going to start ringing. It would be ringing more if Stroud was gone, or Stroud was if he wasn't picked. If he was still there, the phone would be blowing up. So it's kind of like, man, with Stroud gone, is the phone going to be ringing, or do they, is it worth it for them to skip out on Wilson, Carter, Anderson? and move back. But
Right.
I think just based off rumors and what my gut says, I'm gonna do a trade on this one. I'm getting the trade going. I think the Colts are gonna try to trade up, but I think it's gonna be the Raiders that make the move to go up to 3.
Okay.
So let's see. Raiders trade with, where are they? Cardinals. So this doesn't really matter, but
The
I do need to.
compensation, yeah, it doesn't.
I
Really
needed to
matter.
go through, but I think it would be
Just give
7, 38,
and a second
and a
next year
second next year. I
for
think
3.
should move them up to 3.
Yeah,
Right? Let's try.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Raiders. Let's see. And I've got them going with Jimmy G, everything going on. I'm just not buying the Will Levis hype, man. I think he could still go top 10, but I'm going to go AR number 3 to the Raiders. It's 1, 2, 3. Man, I'm going with it. I'm sticking with it. Colts.
Okay.
I want to give you Levis. I want to give you Levis, man.
You gotta do what you think's gonna happen.
I think the Colts are not. I mean, man, y'all are gonna roll into the season with Gardner Minshew and
I don't think that happens, but I mean we could choose to wait and get maybe Hendon Hooker at top of the second round, but
how do you pass on Anderson,
unless
Wilson, and
unless
Carter?
we unless we maybe think we could go get Lamar, but
Yeah,
I mean that's a
I'm
big if now.
I'm gonna have the Colts sticking and picking. It's gonna be one of these defenders. It's which one is gonna be the pick? I'm gonna go Anderson. Who's y'all's edge rushers right now? Quiddy Pay and
What do you pay? And we just signed Bukum from the 49ers.
what do y'all run a
Our
3-4 or a 4-3?
interior defensive line. We run a 4-3. Our interior defensive line with Buckner and Grover Stewart is probably one of the best in the league, honestly. But we need help on the
Yeah.
edge.
I'm gonna give y'all Anderson, which I think
I
he
like it.
fits in every team. And I think you wouldn't be upset with that. And
Nah,
obviously you want
I would
Stroud
be.
or
Yep.
somebody, but Anderson at 4 I feel like is a good
I would
pick
be.
overall.
I'd be if that's the way it pans out. I'd be happy with Will Anderson at 4. But I think Chris Ballard would try to trade down. You know.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
but I'm
So
definitely not mad at that.
now I'm gonna go Seahawks. I think they were hoping Anthony fell. They didn't want to trade any compensation to move up to 3. I'm gonna go Seahawks. Do you think Jalen Carter keeps falling? I don't
I don't
know.
know. This is your top 10, not
This is my
mine.
top 10. I'm gonna go Carter. Carter there. And then I think the Lions, oh, they could be a sneaky team for the Levis, right? Because how
Could
many
be.
years does golf have left? 2.
I think 2, but I think they can get out of it after this year if they want to. Don't quote me on that, but I
It
think.
screams the Tyree Wilson, Christian Gonzalez because of what they need.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give the Lions Levis, man. I'm gonna do it. Let him sit under golf. I think it's a good matchup. I think I'm going Levis here to 6.
I think
But now
I think you're easily wearing a Colts hat in the next episode.
we'll see, man. I might be looking stupid by tomorrow night, but we'll see. I think the Cardinals sprint to the board and go Tyree Wilson here as soon as they see him they trade down and still get him.
I don't think they're going to be able to get him at 7, but yeah, I mean,
Well,
I would sprint it into.
if this is how it falls, yeah.
Yeah.
Now Falcons, the rumors have been heating up. I think it's stupid that the Bears are licking their lips. The Bears are sitting there thinking, "Damn, we need Bijan." I'm gonna go. See, it doesn't matter. Just gonna go crazy here. I'm gonna say the Bears are gonna trade up 1 with the Falcons. All right.
Okay.
Where's the Bears? Why am I missing
Right
the
beside
Bears?
the Lions.
Why am I? Oh, okay. Did I already do it? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna do it. The trade doesn't really matter
Just
because
give
I think
them, just do 8 and 9, and then the Falcons give them 110. I think that would do it. Maybe 75. Or no, the Bears are
the
trading.
Bears are moving up.
All right.
So
I'd
let's
give them
just see if that
64,
works.
but it really doesn't matter. Oh,
Okay, it doesn't matter. I think they're gonna trade up, but
well,
I
no,
think
do it. Trade up, trade up. Just even if you
just so
give them,
we
have to
have it.
give them a first, just do it. Yeah, the compensation doesn't really matter, but
Okay. So
just
9
give
and
them,
8,
and just give them.
61 and 103.
Yeah, I mean, you could
103.
give them next year's first. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
I think the Bears go Bijan here, which I think would be fun. I think their offense would be pretty exciting then.
I think
All
I'm
right.
taking you to the cleaners right now.
I haven't even seen you pick yet, so we don't know. Dude, I did not give this any thought before we started either, so I really might be looking stupid. It all depends on the Raiders AR thing. That could be a huge one. All right,
Yeah,
but Falcons number 9, they need a lot. Um,
I agree.
they need wide receiver. Who are their receivers right now? Kyle Pitts. They just got Jonnu Smith.
They traded away Calvin Ridley last year.
They don't have Calvin Ridley. Who's their number 1? Brian
It's
Edwards.
no. They drafted him last year, first round. It's
Oh,
Drake London.
Drake London.
Yeah. He could honestly play tight end too. He's huge.
They don't. They got a lot of needs.
They do.
Their O line, they have tackles, right?
I think
So
their O line is pretty good actually.
yeah, compared to where you would think they would be with the overall team.
You may have forecasted something with the Atlantis trade down. I was already thinking about doing it, but
May have forecasted something.
yeah,
So they got
you're
AJ
making,
Terrell at corner. Someone they just released somebody, right? Casey Hayward. They
yeah,
just released Hayward. So Gonzalez will
which
be a cool pick right there.
or
Devin
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon will be a good pick right there. You can't go wrong with taking tackles. I think Murphy's going to slide in the top 20.
Yeah, I don't think he's a top 10 pick.
I'm going to go. Let's go Witherspoon to the Falcons. So then we got a corner gone. And now we're sitting here, Eagles at 10. I think they re-signed Darius Slay, right?
Yeah.
Man, if they went in Jigba, that receiving core. Oof. Huh. So their receivers are Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Quintez
I think this is an
Cephas.
easy. I think it's an easy pick.
You think it's corner?
I don't
I'm
know.
looking at Nolan Smith. I'm looking at edge because you know how they like their defense in Philly.
Yeah.
Huh. Is Goddard still there? I ain't gonna be a tight
Yes.
end top 10.
Yeah. He's there.
I got it.
Oh,
I'm going crazy, dude. I'm going crazy. I don't care how stupid I look. Houston trades up.
just give him
Give him
33.
33.
That'll do it.
Houston trades up and goes in Jigba. Boom.
All right. That's your
That is
top
my
10.
top 10. What do you give me your opinion?
I think I would have went Christian Gonzalez to the Eagles with Bijan off the board.
Hold on, wait. Don't tell me what you would have done. Just tell me why, like what you
Oh,
think.
uh,
Like, don't roast
I
me
mean,
too bad. We
yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'd have done differently, but you're about to see it. So, I mean,
okay. Well, the Will Levis to the Lions, I don't think is expected, but
I
that
agree.
just makes too much sense right there. It depends on if they like him. They might hate him. The teams
Yeah.
are torn on him, is what all the rumors are. So, all right,
Yeah.
that's my top 10. We'll come back. I'm not going to take a picture of it or nothing. We got it right there. So we'll come back and watch it. Your turn, bud. All
Now it is time for my top 10.
right.
Here we go. You can see that?
Yep. All good.
All right. I think I I think the Panthers absolutely could mess this up and go Will Levis. But for the sake of betting, if I had to bet, I would give him Bryce Young. And I think that makes you pretty happy.
Yep. Pretty happy.
Here, I think D'Amico Ryans wants his Nick Bosa.
So why do you think they're passing on a quarterback?
I just think, I think he's a defensive minded head coach, and I think he realized that defense, wins championships in the NFC.
So they're
When you get to the Super
banking.
Bowl, you're gonna have to go up against Mahomes. So I mean, you have to score, but let's be honest, Houston's nowhere near a Super Bowl. They need to get
So
their defense right.
they're banking on next year.
Well, we'll see.
Are they losing 15 games?
No.
Exactly. So what are they gonna do?
Well, you're gonna see. Let me get through the mock. All right. At 3, I do
phones are
think
ringing.
I do think the phones are ringing, but the Cardinals have to be very careful, not to mess it up. So I am going to propose a trade. I think the Colts move up.
Okay. They're gonna be, even though it's one spot, they're gonna be paying. You don't have to,
I don't
make
think
it
we're going to
happen,
pay as
but
much as you think because
it's for
and
a
you'll see
quarterback
why.
though. It's
I
for a
know, but
quarterback.
I disagree. I think we would give them a 3rd round pick,
No,
and you're why.
no, they would
Let's
not
just
going to
see.
accept it. They're not going to accept it.
All right. Well, it
No
doesn't
shot.
matter. So let's just do.
No, I want to see what they accept. What PFN thinks what it takes.
I think it's no more than our first and our
I
second.
think you give a second this year and a third next year.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine with that.
Okay.
I think the Colts
Move up one.
I think we move up because I think teams like the Lions, Raiders, and Falcons could all move up. But with a defender going at 2, I think they could also sit back and get a quarterback without having to trade up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's different ways to look at it, but you'll see. I'll explain it in pick 4. But I think the Colts move up for CJ Stroud. I think Chris Ballard said, a month ago, 2 months ago, he said, we want an accurate quarterback. You look, CJ Stroud, no matter what test scores came in, he's a very accurate quarterback.
Did you see what he said today, by the way?
Yeah.
I wish I had the video pulled up, but he was like, man, these guys drafted, they know who I am. I'm not a test taker. I'm a football player. But they definitely lit a fire under him, man.
Here,
and I could see that pick happening.
Here, and the reason I did only trade down one spot for Arizona, because I think they still want to come away with, a freak on the defensive line.
A blue chip player.
So I think they go Tyree Wilson.
Mm.
So that leaves.
So we both got him. We both got Tyree Wilson going to Arizona.
So yeah, but yours is at 7 or 8, mine's at 4. Yeah. But
so tiebreaker will be
mine. I only have 2 quarterbacks going in the first 4 picks. I think Seattle runs this in. I think it's Jalen Carter, which you had that too. We agree on that. Then at 6, what could happen? I think they got to go corner. It's just which one. I like Witherspoon.
I like Witherspoon too. I like Joey Porter too, or what's his name? The Penn State kid.
Yeah, but this is. I think he has a.
I think he has a chance to be the first one off.
I disagree.
J.C. Horn, remember it was Pat Surtain all day long, and then J.C. Horn sweeped in the last minute and was a top 10 pick.
Yeah,
they went back to back actually.
I think here the Raiders could go many different routes right here. I could see him going Richardson, set him behind Jimmy G for a year or 2. But I think they need O-line bad. And with they have their pick at tackle right here. First one, whoever they want. I think Skronsky if it was my team, I'd mock Skronsky, but I think the Raiders will go for the upside in Paris Johnson. But I think Skronsky could play. I mean, definitely play guard and tackle. But I think they want to solidify the tackle spot. Now, here at 8, what happens? I think they go Anthony Richardson.
Mm,
I think
I'm
I
gonna be a little
think they're
upset about that
lying.
if that happens.
I think they're lying to everyone, saying they're happy with Desmond Ritter going into next year. Unless I could see a trade for Tannehill. If the Titans really are blowing it up,
See Arthur
the
Smith go
Falcons
get him.
had, yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
I could see
But
that. Well,
right
still
here-
take Anthony Richardson and go get Tannehill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be upset
think-
if they get AR at 8.
I think the Bears right here, they missed out on all the defensive players that they wanted. Anderson, Wilson, and Carter. I think they'd have been really happy if they could have got any of those, but in this scenario, they don't. So right here, I am going to propose another trade.
So you got
Gonna
2
have the
trades in the top
Texans.
10. I've got 3.
Yeah. We're going to have the Texans move up with the Bears.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter.
I know who you're going.
Let's flop these. For 3 picks, they move up.
No, give them 61 or 64 instead of 53.
Okay. This one
Oh,
declined. Oof. All right.
still some good
Did I
players on the
say
board.
the Bears.
Yeah, Bears.
All right, they're going to go up 12. It doesn't really matter, but let's just do this so it'll accept it. I think that's way too much, but we'll see. I
To
think
move up from 12
they
into the top 10.
surprise.
That might be what it
I mean,
takes, man.
Yeah, it could, but right here they shocked everyone. Didn't go quarterback at 2, and then I think they trade back up into the top 10 to get Will Levis.
So you do have all 4 quarterbacks going.
I
in
do,
the top 10.
but not 1, 2, 3, 4 like a lot of people have.
Gotcha.
I think the Texans are going to value defense more than the quarterback, because I think they could sit back, and even if they wanted to trade up, with the Raiders or the Falcons, if the Falcons decide they don't want to go quarterback, I think all 3 of these spots are
I like that.
prime
I like
trade
that.
up spots for the Texans.
I like that. See, that's honestly, depending on your view on Levis, that is a haul to walk away
Yeah.
with arguably the
Anderson
best
and
defender and a quarterback that has a lot of good traits.
I
And
agree.
and that's if that
think-
happens, man, that's pretty good.
I do think
I like that.
if y'all mess it up and y'all go Will Levis, I do think it changes everything. I think they take Bryce Young at 2.
Stop talking about the Panthers going Levis. It's not.
I mean,
You're just
we're gonna see
you're
tomorrow,
trying to make yourself feel better and to
but-
speak it into
I'm not.
existence.
I'm
Levis is
not.
I should have given the Colts Levis. You're welcome that I didn't,
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
because I don't hope you get Levis. I think it's whatever.
I don't
But-
necessarily hope you get Levis. Maybe I do a little bit, but
There's no listen. All that rumors. Some dude on Reddit said that Levis was telling people in Charlotte or telling his family to buy houses in Charlotte. And today he said, I'm not going to speak much on it, but don't believe everything on the internet.
But also, if some random dude saying on Reddit or Twitter, nothing's gonna happen. When the sports books change their
That was
odds
the thing.
from plus 4,000 to plus 400,
But the sports books
you got
also
something.
change things just to get more money in.
I mean, maybe
Because
but when
Bryce is still a minus 2,000 favorite.
right now, Will Levis is the favorite to be the second overall pick in the draft.
Yes, the second overall.
Right now, right?
Well,
But
we'll see.
to go from
I
plus
think there is
4,000
no chance we take him tomorrow night.
to go from plus 4,000 to plus 400. I mean, it's Trey Lance from a couple years ago. That's about what his odds.
All right, well, let's get your 10th pick.
All right.
Eagles sticking?
Yep, but it's tricky. I could go.
That's a
either
tough
way,
one. The Eagles could go any direction.
I could go Gonzalez or I could go Bijan. I'm gonna go with Gonzalez strictly because there has been rumors of Derrick Henry to the Eagles. If they trade for Derrick Henry, they're not drafting Bijan. And they did bring back their 2 corners, Bradbury and Slay, but I think Slay's just on a 1-year deal.
They're both 30 years old.
Right. So they can still, to have Christian Gonzalez as cornerback 3 for 1 year is not going to hurt anybody.
Especially with the
Plus,
upside.
if they meet the Chiefs in the Super Bowl again,
All right. Is that your top 10?
that's my top 10.
All right. Let's virtually shake on
I think I just absolutely,
it.
killed you right there.
All right. All right. Let's get back
But
to
if Will Levis goes on tomorrow, all bets are off. Anything could happen.
it ain't.
So you could have a chance. But
It's all good, dude. But all right. So now that we got that out of the way, we can just do a little bit of, just hit refresh the draft screen and just start a blank one, just so we can, we're just gonna do some draft talk, I guess. But today the Panthers posted like a thing that said like it was like the hurry up. This looks like a quick interview, and Fitterer was on there, and Fitterer was talking about the Panthers had a group, right? Because we're pick 39. The Panthers have a group of players that they like, that they don't think are going to fall, and that they could see themselves trading up if they can make it work. And, I'm thinking it's, Njigba or one of the receivers, because if there's a run on receivers in the first round, the Panthers are licking their lip. They want a receiver. I think we
there
need
was reports. There was reports. Jackson Smith and Jigba could go to the Eagles at 10 too. Now imagine this. If they, I just took Gonzalez, but if they trade for Derrick Henry, and then they draft Jackson Smith and Jigba, they have Njigba, Devonta Smith, AJ Brown, and Derrick Henry and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Their offense is the best in the league.
Yeah.
That's better than Kansas City's offense.
It is.
But I'd still pick Kansas City to beat them. Patrick Mahomes is that dog.
Well, this draft, dude, it's fun for us because, like I said, we both have teams in the top 4. And it's like we've got a lot riding on this draft.
Yeah, we do. I think if we get Stroud, if we stay put, or even if we have to trade up to 3, if we walk away with Stroud, the Texans they found a way to mess it up.
Yeah.
And I think they will. I mean, they have a track record of it, so I think they will.
Yeah. Yep. Well, is there anything else you want to cover in the top 10 or just in the draft in general?
I think one of my favorite picks, if Jackson Smith and Jigba doesn't go to 10, I think he could very easily go to Green Bay.
Definitely.
We kind of covered that last time, but just to spite Aaron Rodgers at 15, now that they've actually flipped, I think they could do that just to make him mad. Gotcha. But if they didn't, I also like Jackson Smith and Jigba to 15. I think his range. I think his range in this draft is insane.
He could fall to the second.
I could see him going. I don't see that. I could see him very high end going at 9, and I could see him the very low end going to the Bills.
What if the Bills? Oh, dude, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Well, scroll down on the player list for a sec. So, for pick 39, keep going. Go to like the 20 to 28 range. So, man, if Jordan Addison's there at 39 for the Panthers, that would be huge. If Breeze falls to 29 or 39, dude,
I think
there's some really good players from 20 to 40 that it all depends on, like the Kincaid guy, Michael Mayer falling.
This is going to be the steal of the draft.
This
is the steal of the draft right here. Jack Campbell, whoever drafts him, he's the steal of the draft.
So you're calling that steal of the draft. I'm gonna call Jack Campbell's up there for me. I think Gibbs is gonna be steal of the draft.
No one's even thinking about linebacker in the first round.
Yeah.
I mean, day one, he's what? A top 10 middle linebacker in the league?
That's hard. Middle linebacker is not one of those positions. Middle linebacker is tough to learn that fast. But I agree. Campbell is a steal if anyone gets him. Especially after if second round.
If you can get a guaranteed starter in the second round,
yeah,
you stole somebody. If you can get guaranteed starter,
go down a little farther. Jahmyr Gibbs is my steal of the draft in the top 50.
Yeah,
Also, go back up. There he is, Cedric Tillman. Cedric Tillman will be he will be competing with one of those guys for the best receiver in this draft after this year. Cedric
I
Tillman.
think
Cedric Tillman is my is if I could actually we could trade down and get him and recoup some picks. Tillman's my guy, dude.
I think Josh
Tillman and
Downs.
Gibbs.
I think
Yeah,
Downs has got like
Downs is our
blasted
boy.
for no reason.
He's just
No one's
little.
talking about him as a top 5 receiver.
Yeah.
He's
All
so
right. Well,
shifty. He makes
we
contested catches. Like it's
he's a route runner. He's got hands. He breaks tackles. He
you
gets
put
up.
him in the
He's
slot. You put him in the slot. He's coming away year 1 with
what's your
500
favorite
yards
team for
and
him?
3 touchdowns.
Chiefs.
For Downs,
I'm
I
going
do like the
Chiefs.
Chiefs. I like the Chiefs. If the Eagles choose to go corner, what about the Eagles at 30?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Well, I think we got to wrap it up right there, dude. We've agreed on the bet. It's one of us could look really stupid because we went, pretty different there.
I think you're looking pretty stupid.
But dude, the draft every year is, what do they call it? The ultimate reality
Right.
show.
I mean, when Will
It's
Levis goes 1, it's
dude, I won't.
then the draft
We
has
won't be
started.
we won't be recording for a couple weeks. But but anyways, guys, you got this far. We appreciate you watching. We're looking forward to the draft. Like I said, we're recording on Wednesday, so it'll probably be posted tonight or tomorrow on draft day. But we're looking forward to it. Hope Josh gets the guy he wants. Hope we get the guy that I want. But
If y'all come away with Young and we come away with Stroud, we're both gonna be
we're gonna be
happy.
ecstatic. We're gonna be ecstatic.
And then
But,
I hope the Texans mess it up, and you hope the Saints mess it up, and the
the
Bucks.
Falcons. I'm hoping the Falcons blow it.
If the Falcons take Richardson and y'all take Levis,
I'm gonna be a little sad.
Yes.
I'm just gonna be sad if they get Richardson at all. But yeah, we're gonna call it an episode or weekly wager, and we're looking forward to it, guys. And we'll see you next time. Peace.
See ya.